Didn't even get to cross.
Hey guys, this is Nominaboss and I'm here with you for another Clash of Clans video. In this video, we're going to be discussing a topic that I think is very important for all of you people who watch me to know. Since I know that a lot of the people who watch me probably want to see 3-star attacks, 3-star strategies, clan wars where we 3-star all the enemies, because that's one of the main things that I have on this channel. So I thought it would be very important to just have you know something very important about 3-star war clans, to make sure that if you didn't yet know this, that you do now. Basically, a widely known thing in these clans is that anti-3-star bases are more effective than anti-2-star. Now, what is the difference between an anti-3-star and an anti-2-star base, you may be asking if you're somebody who's newer to the game. Well, basically, an anti-2-star base is going to be somewhat like this, for example. You see, the town hall is in the middle, and then it's surrounded by all the defenses in mostly the same order. In this base it's very different. The base is mixed up, but in most bases like this, they are mostly the same defenses in the same places on all four sides of the base. So it's symmetrical on both sides. Let me see if I can find an example of that in our clan. I'm just gonna choose a random town online and see, because generally anti-2-star bases are used for farming. Here you go, perfect example. As you see, Archer Tower, same place on each side. Mortar, same place on each side. Wizard Tower, same place on each side. Air Defense, same place each side. Teslas and Expo, same place. Air Sweeper, same place. Wizard Tower, same place. Town Hall in the middle. Air Defenses, same place. Archer Tower, same place again, same place again. The exact symmetrical base. This is the most common type of anti-2-star base, and they're very easy to 3-star in wars, as most advanced war players know. So, how do you decide when to use an anti-3-star base? Well, most people say, oh, well, I'm a 3-star war clan leader, and I want to make my entire clan just automatically all anti-3-star bases, or you can't war, or you're kicked or something like that. This is actually very stupid to do, even though I am a very strong believer in the anti-3-star base. But the most debatable thing about anti-3-star bases is that they're very easy to 2-star. So, for example, if you look at my anti-3-star base that I have as my farming base, all you have to do is go in from this side and you can easily obtain a 2-star on my base. There's no issue. The hard part is getting the 3-star, which is why it's called an anti-3-star base, not an anti-2-star base. The anti-2-star base is hide the town hall, so you have to get really deep in there to get the town hall. So that if you're using an attack and it goes wrong, you only 1-star the base instead of 2-starring it. Whereas with this base, it's an easy 2-star, no problem. So you only want to use anti-3-star bases in your clan wars if your clan can consistently 3-star, and you can go into war saying, okay, I'm sure it will be able to 3-star. Because the problem is that if you put anti-3-star enemies, it's completely useless since you're easily 2-star, so they can just tie you up. There's no problem with that. So basically, you want to make sure that your clan knows what they're doing. If your clan usually runs 10 versus 10 wars, for example, like our wars, and you say that you can only get about 27 stars because the enemy top 4 are Town Hall 9s and you can only 3-star maybe one of them per war. Well, in that case, you don't want to use anti-3-star bases on all of your accounts. Maybe put 2 of your Town Hall 9s as anti-3-stars, and the other 2 as solid anti-2-star bases. Not the super symmetrical ones, but ones that are actually effective and confusing. And that way, you can make sure that the enemy, if they're not 3-star attackers, will fail on your anti-2-star bases, and if they are 3-star attackers, will have trouble with the anti-3-star bases. And then that way, you can still 2-star most of them and have a shot at winning. So, if your clan is like ours, and when you go into the war, you can be pretty sure you're gonna get 29 to 30 stars in your 10-man wars. As you see here, our last 4 wars have been 30 stars, then we got 129, which was pretty bad, then 2 30s, and then another 29, which again was pretty bad for us, then 30 30, 29, 30 30. This war where we got 8 stars, we just weren't active that day. I couldn't get on my accounts. Meerkat couldn't get on his accounts. It was a busy day. It was a bad day for a war. But then here, 30 star, 30 star, 30 star, 30 star, all the way down here. Then a 29, all 30s again. So basically, if you're clan like that, and you can be sure that you're going to be able to perfect war and 3-star the enemies, and that your 2-star, them 2-starring you will not cost you the war, then that is when you implement anti-3-star bases on all of your accounts. So remember, anti-3-star bases are something that I think should always be used somewhat. So, like, for example, if you're a clan with only Town Hall 8s and below, that's fine. You don't have to feel bad. But let's say you have 5 Town Hall 8s in war, right? And you can consistently 3-star except for maybe 1 or 2 of the Town Hall 8s on the enemy side. Well, then make 2 to 3 of your Town Hall 8s anti-3-star bases. And then that way you can make sure that if the absolute worst you can get is like a tie, right? Because you 3-star 3 of the enemy Town Hall 8s and then 2 of them are left with 2 on them. So generally with that you would want to have 3 anti-2-star bases, but Town Hall 8 it's so easy to now that if your enemy is any good, they'll 3-star, anti-2-star, or anti-3-star bases. But hopefully you guys get the point. And remember, anti-3-star bases are very important to use if you want to be a strong war clan that's hard to take out. So please, so my advice is that if you're one of those clans that can like not 3-star at all, and you 3-star all the way down, start learning 3-star strategies. You can watch my videos, you can watch other people's videos. There are so much good content on YouTube to figure out how to attack properly and how to get those 3-stars. So definitely try to get your clan mates to watch that and look into it and work on getting your clans stronger and being able to 3-star. Once you're working on 3-starring but you're not completely there yet, that's when you start playing with anti-3-star bases, but not making your entire setup anti-3-star bases, because that way you're assuring that they'll could 1-star one of your bases and then you'll do better. Then, if you're a clan where you feel comfortable with 3-stars, you're sure that your clan knows what they're doing, even if you have your occasional fails where you only get 28 or 29 stars, you're 3-starring on a mostly consistent basis, then anti-3-star bases are proper. And you can use those, and they will help you a ton. You can use all of them as anti-3-stars. Don't have any anti-2-star bases. Just put them all to anti-3. But in the some anti-3s and at the bottom, no anti-3s or you'll lose. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please tell me what you think. I hope that this helped you a lot because this is something I struggled with at the beginning myself. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and clap on, guys. This is Not My Boss signing out. Thanks for watching.